Hey guys, not sure, you're probably looking at me right now, right? I can't see because I'm trying to invite some people here, let the audience grow a little bit. We're gonna take a look at these, in the meantime. There we go, we're gonna take a look at these new Thermaltake Ring Plus fans. Go through the software a little bit. Give you guys an idea of what these are all about. Like, these things are awesome. I have the TT Premium fans, and now I need to replace them with these.
Thank you.
Wait for a few more people to join here.
I'm happy with that.
We're at the Thermaltake booth, day 3, CES 2017. Show you guys what this software is all about. All right. Robert, I'm sure that painting the fan, I painted the fan blades white on a set of my fans, and yeah, it definitely did increase the brightness, but trying to figure out here how to, am I on? I'm new to this software. I haven't used it yet. Alright, let's close the software and open it. It's not making changes. There we go. Yikes. That was in a different language, and I think I picked cancel instead of OK. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, no, that's the installer. There we go. Oh, that's the installer too. Alright. There we go. Now we're getting some changes. So the software is actually really easy. We'll get over to that as soon as I can get some changes made here, try to figure it out. I believe that these are going to be $15 or so more due to the 12 individually addressable LEDs. So that, you know, I mean, this way you can, let's take a look at the software here. So this is the bottom fan here, and you have your modes at the top: light, snake. Okay. So snake circles the fan like that, and that's slow. We can come back over here, we can change it to fast. Actually, that says so fast. Okay. Or we can change it to fast or normal. And as soon as you set that, the change is instantaneous. You can have 12 individual colors at once if you want, Ryan. Each individual LED here, so you click on one. You can actually turn the fan off here too. Turn the light completely off. one switch. And now I can't change the LED color. You can actually here too dim the LEDs. Okay, so you fully can control the brightness. You can control here each one of the 12 LEDs. You have your fan speeds up here, PWM, silent or performance, and then you have your different modes which we scrolled through. So radar does like this here. And it circles around the entire fan the whole time. The next one is blink. So they'll blink on and off, and again with blink we can change the speed. So it's slow, fast, or so fast, now fast, and then normal. We have breathe, so it'll fade in and out. And again on all of these you can change the speed of how it's going to breathe, how it's going to blink. We go to whirl. I'm not sure what whirl does. Maybe that's just on, huh? Light. And then our snake, which the snake, as this goes around, it stays lit. So then what'll happen is it'll go to the next color in the RGB spectrum or whatever you had set. So it's gonna snake through all the colors. So it changes one LED at a time as it goes around the fan. You can see now it's changing them to green. Now it's going to like an aqua or a turquoise. Then it's gonna go to a little bit darker blue, and it's gonna go all the way. You can see the color changing as it's going around each LED. So really cool. I mean, the brightness on these fans too, you can see how much of the actual fan blades that it lights up. So the brightness is a lot better. The band inside the ring there is a lot wider than the standard ring fans were. So you're gonna get light across the front and the back of the fan blade. So if you wanted to have your radiator in your front of your case and you want to run these in push-pull, you're going to get the light in the front of the case, and you'll also get the light on the inside, even though you're looking at the back of the fans, because that band is wider, so that light is going to shine so much brighter. Anthony, the price is roughly going to be $15 US higher. So I'm not sure what that would translate into different denominations of money, but that's at least what I've heard at this point. So don't quote me on that, but that's what I've been told at this point. So now we can see these other fans are set. We get the purple and green because that's how they're set in the software here. So we can see each LED is set. One to purple, one to green. The software seems very nice. I haven't worked with it a lot, so I'm a little new to controlling everything. But these fans they seem really exceptional. They're very quiet. They do have the rubber padding here, so for the sound dampening. I'm sure all the information will be released soon enough. This is on the TT Water 3.0 all-in-one cooler. But then if we walk over here, we'll come back to this stuff. Thanks, Robert. We have the actual new AIO from Thermaltake. I showed you guys a picture of that earlier. Same thing, the AIO has the individual addressable LEDs. Of course, the TT Premium logo is lit up here. You can see the colors are changing because everything is scrolling through the color wheel. Very cool. We also now have our, more color options with our fluids. We have a clear, we have a black, we have your pink, white, green, yellow, blue, orange. I think with those you can pretty much make any color that you would want, right? The next thing we have is, so if you don't want to buy I think these are 1,000 milliliters, so if you don't want to buy the 1 liter version of the C1000, we also now have the concentrate, right? So cheaper on shipping, easier to store. 50 milliliters of the concentrate, and of course you would mix that with your distilled water, I believe, and make sure not to drink it. At least that's what it says on the back. So we have our concentrate. We have yellow, black, green, orange, UV green, okay, and it's actually called acid green, as we can see here. Orange, then our regular green, purple, red, and over here we have blue, right? So now as I drop my phone. All right, technical difficulties as I drop my phone and try to hold a light and all these other things. So we have a little UV flashlight here so we can see our different colors. You see that UV green, how nice that shines. Our red glows. So now you can add some more effects, right, to your fluids. We have also the regular, the C1000 opaques glow also, so the green and white there, and also the pink are UV reactive. So when we get those to glow inside the case, I mean, you add multiple more options. Here's our bridges for our water blocks. So, right, of course, connect your water block, different size bridges for different configurations. These are the new style water blocks from Thermaltake. Some of you may have seen those already. A couple different flow indicators here. You have your one flow indicator, quick disconnect. This one's really cool, and we're gonna go take a look at this and the other flow indicator that's mounted in the case here in a second. And then also for the air coolers, HCPCs, the low profile CPU cooler there. Yeah, I need a modded selfie stick. That's about right. I might not have dropped the camera before. And then here we have the new Pacific W4 RGB CPU water block. So just like the fans, right? Okay, you have your controller, go through your modes, change your colors, pretty much anything you want. You can change the brightness, and I believe it has a scroll where it'll scroll through the different colors too. You can dim it. So RGB everything. Speaking of that, before we go look at a couple other things, the new TT mod sleeve. This is you can see there, that's the multicolor version. There's, you can see the pink in here, the white here. Here's a nice yellow and black. It is a straight cable, it's not curved, but you can make it curve. It is PET sleeving. It's not paracord, it is the PET. And now these are really cool. These are the cable combs, and a lot of them are made out of acrylic. There's some nice aluminum ones out there, but look at these, right? They're not going to break on you. You can see that I'm flexing it there. So you're moving it up and down your cable. They're a lot more durable than those than normal like acrylic type. So I'm really excited about that because I'm snapping these cable combs all the time. So it's nice to have that flexibility, so I can actually flex it on the cable here, and you're not breaking your comb and then trying to get it off and put another one on. So some cool stuff there. Let's go and look at this guy, right? This is the Core P7. So you have the Core P1 here, little guy, mini ITX setup, right? We saw the Core P3, that's the case that I modded. We saw the Core P5, I've also modded one of those. And now we have the Core P7 here. And the P7 has these two side mounts for mounting radiators. It's got the tempered glass on the front. And we'll see if we see that a little bit later on. So here's something really cool I wanted to show you here. So in this water cool setup, right? You see that guy there? That's a flow indicator. So it's not the big bulky, you know, where you see the spinning wheel and it doesn't flow nicely with your tubes. It's inside the tube, and you can connect it right in line here. So it keeps your tubing runs nice and clean, but yet still allows you to see that your tubing is flowing there. We also have this style in the back, which has a temperature indicator on it, so it lets us know the temperature of the water flowing through our loop. And then you see the little fan symbol up in the right there, that the top right, that lets us know that our water is actually flowing through. So a couple new style flow indicators here that I think are going to make some really cool stuff available to the custom water cooling market. Of course, the different color fluids as I talked about. Here's the Tower 900, the white, and of course the black version, modded how you want. Here we have the pink fluid, very nice color, nice blue. Over here we have the white and the green, and you can see that green lighting up there. Looks really nice. Here we have the special Donkey Kong mod, of course, on top of the barrel here. This was done by Thermaltake in-house. Mike Thermal did this guy here. You can see the little tubing vent here, just like the game. The barrel's rolling down. You have the little Donkey Kong up at the top, Mario down there, and then he's got a little speaker guy under here. He's got some cool custom graphics on the front. On the side, he painted the case blue, of course. These things are really cool. If you come to the back here, you have your access panels here, right? You get to loosen them from the back. You have space for up to a 560 radiator. So 4 140 millimeter fans, 4 120 millimeter. You could do a dual radiator, you could do multiple radiators, you could do a 360 and a 120, you could do a 420 and a 140. So much expandability. There is no, on both sides there is no hindrance as thick as you want the radiator to be, so the whole back side of the case, you can fill it up with the radiator. There's tons of expandability for hard drive options. And here you can see the new TT mod sleeve. You can see how you can, even though it's just a straight cable, you can make a nice bend in it, even though it's not a pre-curved cable. You know, it might just, where you're not going to see it, you're going to have a little slack in the cable, I'm sure, but where it's visible, it's very nice. The cable combs are very nice. And then we'll go and we'll take a look here again at the different mods. Of course, the one that I did, PCF Souls, this is out of the Core P3 from Thermaltake. We have these really cool, take a look at these fan grills in a second here. From V1 Tech. Wait till they light up a little bit. A little hard angle to get in there and see them. It's the Soul from Avatar. There we go. Now it's getting lit up. Dual layer. It's a translucent blue with a black outline acrylic. Awesome work. Awesome fan grills. The cables are in here from V1 Tech. They did a great job on those. Of course, we have the TT Esports Poseidon Z RGB keyboard here that I painted blue, and I have it scrolling through the color wheel to match the level 10 advanced mouse. What's really nice about this, I love my level 10 mouse that I have at home. This one has the thumb rest pad over here, and it's got the little pad on the right side. So it's a little bit more comfortable. I've had my level 10 and my Mecha G1 that I use on my personal business computer for 3 years plus now. And it's still brand new. Keycaps are not worn down, so you know, exceptional stuff there. We have the Tower 900 here that Stuart Tonks from Australia did. Right, again, these things are so awesome for showcasing the hardware. Just this tempered glass on the front makes it super clear, so easy to see all the hardware inside. Of course, fingerprints would be an issue, but they're really easy enough to wipe down. Stuart's actually been very diligently wiping all the machines down here. Really cool guy. Nice straight runs in the tubing here. Nice color combination. The silver and the light blue actually looks a little darker in the video here, but it's a really nice color, almost like a baby blue. Here we have Mike Peteren's mod here out of the Core P5. These nice, really nice milled aluminum feet, the Asus logo. It's got your two fans there. The radiator is all in the bottom here. It's got all these laser cut panels and the bottom to accent the nice manifold in the front. That was made by Jim Weiss. The chrome tubing, the straight tubing runs that come over to the manifold. The Thermaltake W2 CPU blocks, dual socket system, and of course the NVIDIA GTX 1080s. Going back really quick to Stuart's build here, these Zotac Arctic Storm GTX 1080s, these are the biggest cards I've ever seen in my life. Like, the PCB is huge, they're just massive cards, it's crazy. Really cool setup. And then we have JP Liberty, or JP Liberty, JP Modified's Project Liberty.
But we're leaving our options open right now. We're not saying
Titanfall 2. This is again in the Tower 900.
Yeah. Yeah, they partnered with...
Very nice setup. He's using the C1000 green coolant. Titanfall 2. Really cool work from these guys here. Definitely a good showcase. There's also some stuff over here coming from TT Esports, right? So we got the level 10 advanced mouse. The black FPS gaming mouse there, the Ventus X RGB. We have the new Challenger Edge Pro gaming keyboard, the Mecha Pro. Right, you can see the different lighting effects for the keyboards also. The mouse pads, the larger, extended, large, and medium. A nice TT Esports backpack, and you know what, I'm actually using this, and it's great. It's got a couple extra straps to really keep it grabbed on, so if you're worried about somebody grabbing your backpack and running off with it, TT Esports, they're not going to get away with that one. And then for some of the keyboards, I still use the Mecha G1 because it has the wrist rest integrated. Like the Poseidon Z, one of the Poseidons has a wrist rest, and I find that it's more comfortable for me to use it that way. So they now have the gaming wrist rests here. I'll go and show you one setup here in a second because it's really nice. It's a really nice fabric here, right? It's memory foam inside, and then the underneath we have this nice rubber, so it's going to stay firmly planted and not, oops, you see I'm shaking the whole desk, trying to move it. Stays really nice, so it gives that added comfort to the front of your keyboard, so it makes it very comfortable. See, that's why I still use the Mecha G1, because it has that.
This is a cherry switch.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the new, yeah, this is the
Cherry red.
yeah, right, yeah. So these are the brown switches, and you can hear a little bit quieter on the browns, a little more clicky on the reds. Both of them really nice.
This is a new model too.
Yeah, that's the new Ventus X RGB set up there, scrolling through the color wheel. This is, which headset is this?
The new model too?
Yeah.
Kronos Ring.
Oh yeah, this is the Kronos Ring, right? So you got the RGB headset.
Yes.
RGB everything. You don't have to worry about matching your mod. 16.8 million colors.
Yes.
If you can't find it there, you can't find it.
15mm driver.
15mm driver, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, so some great new products coming out. Some stuff that'll be on the market very soon, I'm sure. You guys saw all the cool water cooling stuff, everything that Thermaltake's got going on here. Really nice booth. If you guys are still here at CES, come down and check it out. Right. There's a lot of cool stuff to see. All the new gaming chairs. How could I forget? Of course, right? So, this is the TT Esports, right? Little back support cushion. There's red. There's green. We can see here. We come over here. There's our black with our TT Premium logo on it. We have our TT Esports logo. We have our blue. So we got RGB chairs too. Look at that. Whatever color you want, whatever color you could need. And of course, Stuart, either working or gaming. So any color you guys could need. They have, you know, even if you guys just like a, you know, a regular chair, you don't want it to be, you know, a certain color. You have the nice black chair. The logo is on the pillow here. It's also on the headrest of the chair itself. So if you don't want to have the pillow on, it's just a nice strap that comes around the back, similar to other gaming chairs that just holds it right in place. The logo work on the back. But you know what? These things are super comfortable, multi-adjustable. They recline almost all the way back. So, you know, if you have a really long gaming session and you get tired, just recline the chair back and go to sleep. Not really, but you could if you wanted to. So, lots of cool things. We'll probably try to do some more videos tomorrow. Cover a couple more things here. One last thing before we end this video session, right? We have the Luxa 2 headset here. Really nice, Bluetooth capable. You can also plug it in using the 3.5 inch. So if you want to have it wired or you want to connect it Bluetooth, if you don't have a Bluetooth device, you can wire it. There's also a switch on this. So you take this little cover off. Actually, that cover probably doesn't stay on, that's probably for packaging. And there's the speaker on the outside. So I was showed earlier how to wear these. There's a little switch right there. So you either have to have it in headset mode or have it in speaker mode. So what we do with these, right? If you don't want to have the headsets on your ears, you have it in speaker mode here. And your little speaker right here would play the music so you can hear it really nicely. And then if you want to have it in headset mode, you turn it in headset, you put the headsets on, and now only you can hear it. So it's not quite a speaker, but it's a nice additive, you know, if you want to just have some music going on. It's Bluetooth, your phone's in your pocket, no wires. If you're working out, whatever you might be doing, really cool little option there from Luxa 2. Thank you guys for tuning into this stream. Lots of cool products, lots of things happening, lots of big things going on. Thermaltake's really stepping up their game in a lot of ways. So stay tuned, more new products, more things going to be released. Again, the information that I gave you guys is all just, you know, what I've heard at this point. I'm sure that the product information on all these new unreleased products yet will be released very soon in the future. So you guys will have the option to check all that stuff out. Again, the premium fans, yeah, you know, they're not the cheapest on the market, but for their performance, for their lighting style, for, you know, the capability to do anything you want with them, they're really awesome. Like, I have to have them. So really cool stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next stream.